So we get to use Jordan. Now, I'd imagine this becomes handy after you actually get into the game a bit more, because at the moment this is just learning how to do stuff that will probably be handy, but gives you a chance to read in a little bit of the history of this world, which is fucking hysterical. It just, I can't even say anything about it. That's like this was written by crackheads. So you got a chance to search for people within the game. So the first thing you know, given I know what type of person Hideo Kojima is, you can search for people, and I wanted to see if I could find Hideo Kojima in the game. And
you did?
No, I was disappointed, and I was impressed there was a keyboard interface.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
And I was like, okay, Hideo, which I fucked up because the response is in the fucking thing, Hidep.
Hidep.
And I was like, oh
no,
oh, Hideo, and no.
Under last name.
Yeah, so but I gave up after that point because I was gonna go. I'll go back. I'll go back. We'll find the Kojima files, the K files. Right. So let's learn about the history of this world.
Okay.
Catastrophe. In the future, 1996.
Wow.
Lucifer Alpha. Something about Soviets.
So the Soviets created Satan.
Yeah.
And
which was a nasty virus that made people have the sniffles.
Right.
And subsequently killed 80%
and it
of
mutated
people. And
into a non-lethal form.
Yeah, at one point it just went, well, I'm done now.
Okay.
And then, of course, in typical post-apocalyptic fashion, a neutral zone, blah blah. It's all very stalker. Unknown. There's a lot of stuff there that I just gave up on because history.
This is a lot.
Okay, World War III from 2010 to 2011.
Ah.
Nice. So it's the future.
Yeah, I guess. How was about that war, eh?
Yeah,
World War III.
It was quiet. Obviously didn't hit us.
Yeah.
Western economic force.
Really cold war.
Yeah.
It was kind of frigid.
Became known as the half-year war. That's why we didn't notice it. It was only 6 months.
Okay.
Right, so this is going to get progressively more mad as it goes on. So especially
in neutral zone.
United Nations, Siberia, nasty place.
Satan's still there. The name Lucifer Alpha is just sounds so computery evil.
And I expect it to be said in a faux Japanese accent.
No.
As well, like, Lucifer Alpha.
No. It's the.
Oh, here we go. Now
computer voice.
We're going black. Dude.
Tube liner.
Did you see something on that screen?
No, I missed it.
Okay, you'll see it.
Okay.
Just look at the topics when we come back here. Now, as living in our little country of South Africa here, this is going to be something that is highly topical to us. Probably not topical to most of the people who would end up listening to this out of this country. But
okay, well,
yeah.
Leading trains demolished.
Yeah, I just wanted to know how to get around the town. That's all. What about the black taxi?
Huh? Wow.
We could use one of those black taxi to get around Neo Kobe.
Wow.
You know, now, yeah. Illegal
mad
taxis. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So. The parallels are startling.
This is
impossible, impractical for immigrants and illegal aliens. Black taxis require no identification and will go anywhere, making them extremely popular.
Government officials have decided that black taxis, though illegal, have formed such a sophisticated organization throughout the city that they cannot be ignored any longer. Plans are being studied
which will
to legalize their operation. Wow.
Yeah, this was 1993.
Geez, so somebody on the team obviously...
So now, the last thing I end up looking in here is You know I have to. Culture sports.
Culture sports.
These are the culture sports.
Bio Zoo. I want to play some Purse Pet.
Dude, what about
Dragon Horse? That sounds
The
amazing.
sport involving the use of winged horses developed through bioengineering.
No, winged horse.
Of a winged horse.
Oh, of a winged horse. Oh.
Developed from ponies, these dragon horses are capable of 50 meters of continuous flight.
Why does this sound like something that the bronies would come up with?
This was
We have successfully bred a horse and a dragon,
also,
and it can only
what
fly
about
50
the Robo
meters.
musical? This is basically
It's
just
a Skrillex concert.
yeah, they just put famous people's faces onto robots and have them act it out instead. I'm hoping.
So it's like holographic Tupac.
Yeah, this is like proto holographic Tupac, really. Phantom of the Opera, which is ironically, I think, as far as I know, still going. So we are living in the future. Really.
Yeah.
Okay, at this point, I think losing interest in Jordan. Jordan is also I've lost the ability to go back in the menu. As you can see, there is a wealth of shit here.
Yeah,
There is a
we're gonna
lot
have to go back and do
of
some
text.
reading.
More than I was expecting from a game of this era.
Well, you know how Kojima is about his world building.
Right, so fuck this computer room.
Now what?
Now we gotta find Harry, because
Now
that's
we
all
gotta
we
find
haven't done
Harry.
yet.
But you want to go to the shooting range?
I'm wondering.
You just really want to shoot things.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay, Harry's a bit of a neckbeard, but he's cool. Oh, he's on. No, sorry, that's the wrong term. He's a space trucker.
Oh, good.
It's
Harry's
Chuck Norris.
It's
Great
Truck
to meet
Norris.
you. You're
Space
Gillian
Truck
Seed,
Norris.
right? Haven't we met somewhere before?
No, I don't believe so.
Really? Well, I guess I must be imagining things.
I like to
Digital
believe.
voices are amazing.
I like to believe they recorded these voices at completely different times with none of the actors in the same room, and they just
I know.
speak in a
All
most
right,
generic
allow me
tone
to
you
introduce
possibly
the
can.
Navigator,
Speak
which I
in a
designed
future
especially
voice.
for you.
Yeah.
Hey, Metal Gear, get out here.
Oh,
Here
it's
we
Metal
go.
Gear.
I like the way he just slides to the
Oh.
side. Here it comes.
Oh shit.
Here it comes. Fucking ginormous motherfucker. Here you go. Oh no, he's just
Ah.
tiny little mother.
Yes.
Yep.
That's the little robot buddy that you get in MGS4.
Metal,
PS4.
introduce yourself.
Well,
Yes, sir.
Close enough.
Pleased to meet
Well,
you,
yeah,
Gillian.
it's-
I am Metal Gear Mach 2.
yeah,
I am
the Mach
programmed to be
2.
your personal assistant.
Metal Gear? That's a pretty weird name.
Oh, he's cute. Thank you.
I think he's turning red. I took his basic design and his name from the Metal Gear menace of the late 20th century.
Ah.
But quite unlike that Metal Gear, this one was designed for peaceful purposes.
Yeah.
So basically, in the future, Otacon grew up and
Yep.
grew a bitching beard.
Now I want to see if they keep with this story. This is supposed to be set in like 2050 or 2046.
Well, no, I think.
Do they keep with this? If we go to watch Metal Gear, when is Metal Gear MGS4 set?
Oh, jeez, that's in the near future, I think.
Okay, because I want to see if
2018?
if they start grabbing into the future. I want to know if he's keeping up with these timelines, Mr. Kojima. He must start writing himself into a hole a little bit.
Yes, that happened round about MGS3. You're a game and a half too late.
Oh.
A video phone.
Yeah, it's like Skype. If Skype was invented yet in this era.
Just Skype in your tiny robot. Sometimes the signal just can't get through.
Yeah. I want my
You
blast.
need better
that's
Wi-Fi.
Right. Don't panic yourself. I got it
Here's my
right
gun.
over here. This is your blaster, the official
That
weapon
looks
of a junker.
familiar.
It's
Yeah, I
got
know,
full
doesn't it?
user feedback circuitry, adjusting itself to your reaction time. In other words, it's just as good as you are. What do you think? Here, see how
Just
she
as
feels.
shit as you are as well. Oh, dramatic.
Yeah.
It's unbelievably light.
You bet it is. This ain't one of those ray guns the army
like
uses.
one of the shitty ones that lady
She's
gave you
put
earlier.
together with the
Yeah.
latest carbon polymers and ceramics, not affected by heat one bit. And her ergonomic design optimizes both functionality and firepower.
This message
Well,
is brought to you by
what do
the
you think,
Blaster
Gideon?
Corporation.
I'll
Yeah.
take it.
You didn't really have an option.
Tell me about
Tell me how the Snatchers are built.
So they just conveniently disappear before you have a chance to analyze them. They've got slits.
That's their weak spot.
They've got like head vaginas that you've got to shoot into, basically.
It's their weak spot. My one weak spot, my head.
I have a video phone call from Jean-Jacques Gibson.
Oh, Jean-Jacques!
Oh dear.
God, your forehead.
Recorded a probable male snatcher. I'm in the abandoned factory in the M district. Request immediate backup.
Killian, that means you.
Yeah.
You
It's
better head
convenient
out
that
right
that
away.
happened
Jean
directly
needs your
after
help.
I got my gun,
We must
all
hurry.
my
We'll
training,
use the
and
turbocycle
all
to
the
travel to the
backstory.
scene.
Oh,
Be careful, Gillian.
Oh.
she cares about you.
Oh, there's your turbo cycle.
This is a turbocycle, specially
No, it's a
designed for
car.
junker use.
No,
in
it's
addition
got
to
three
three-wheeled
wheels.
ground travel, it is capable of
You're kidding
hovering
me.
and
It's got
high-speed flight.
two in the front
The
and one at
vehicle
the
is
back,
also
from what I can
VTOL
tell.
capable, so
But it's
takeoffs
also
and
vertical
landings in
takeoff
narrow
and landing in
areas
flight, so
present
why
no
the fuck
difficulty.
would you want to drive it?
Flying tricycle,
That
huh?
is-
I just came in one of these things.
Flying tricycle.
We have been assigned
Wow.
this
It's got
the
vehicle
biggest
for use in our
shitlord face in that
investigation.
model.
Yeah, geez,
So I was
look
like,
at that smug face.
Fuck it, I'll enter it. Right. So
Well, where would you like to go?
I would just like to go...
You've got some waffles on the
Yeah,
side
they
there.
just toast popped up there.
Yeah.
Now departing for the abandoned factory.
Which is just called that. It's the abandoned factory trademark.
Oh right, yeah, the abandoned factory.
That abandoned factory, that single only abandoned factory.
Yes,
That's
yeah, it's on the corner of
drama.
Street and Road.
First day on the job, and now this. Ace Junker Gibson has cornered a suspected snatcher. I wonder if this guy really is a snatcher. Guess I'll find out now if all that training really paid off.
Yeah, all that training.
All that looking at things.
I
and
shot
talking to people.
at something badly and hit on a lady. That's
You
my
shot-
training.
You shot a civilian.
I shot a... Oh. The waffles are done now.
Bing. Eat waffles.
You should just go straight to my house after this. Just fuck it. But no, I gotta check the factory.
Oh,
Ooh.
that factory's pretty abandoned.
I'm surprised it didn't have abandoned factory written outside of it on a big board.
Big light up billboard. Abandoned factory.
It's a factory that makes smaller factories.
Yes. It's the future after all. Think about it.
The sky is dark. It's a storm might be coming, I think.
Might be.
Just might be. That lightning, no, not so much, but the storm might be coming.
You might say it's abandoned.
Yeah. Now, to be honest, the interface isn't very clear, and I was trying to actually, by clicking all this shit, get into the building,
Yeah,
and I couldn't.
but okay.
It was not giving me an option to go inside.
You have to move inside.
Do you see an option to give me a move inside?
Use Metal Gear.
Video phone or save?
Save.
So I thought a save would be a good idea. And it's
Alright.
considering the Hideo Kojima legacy
Yep.
of referring within the game that you're in a game.
Yes.
It'll be like, do you want to continue play?
I prefer that than something silly where it tries to dress it up. You know?
Okay, so it doesn't stop the fact that I still can't get into this goddamn factory.
Can we investigate the factory?
I have already, as far as I'm aware.
Oh.
At this stage,
Wave your cash at the factory.
I'm desperate. Like, this is... I've done this, you know,
Yes.
I can't get any more data without going into the building. Great. Please go into the building. It would be nice if you went into the building. I could video phone. Can't get a clear frequency because of all this. Ugh. Snow 9.
Well, which are snows 1 through 7? 8.
It's pollen. It's...
Oh dear.
So basically, I think I figured out how to get into the
What
building.
was that?
It's
A male
talk about
scream.
everything.
Perhaps something has happened to Jean-Jacques.
Danger, danger.
Danger, Will
Gillian,
Robinson.
please use extreme caution. I read multiple moving objects within the factory. This could indicate the presence of snatchers or insectors.
Insectors? What in the world's that?
Now we've got something else to worry
A
about.
spider-like robot used by snatchers as security devices. Though compact in size, they are armed with needle guns. Use extreme caution.
Oh dear.
So now I finally have the
Oh,
chance
now you
to
can
enter.
enter.
So I basically had to just speak about everything first
Right.
before going in.
Get lost already.
Yeah. Shooting.
Ew.
You're just walking straight through all that poop to get inside there.
Oh, that noise.
I can listen.
It's uncomfortably quiet here. This smooth synth jazz.
Yep. So that just happens in the future. There's nothing special here at all, including you.
Oh, there's your robot. The robot's kind of special.
Oh, that's foreboding.
We are going to die.
There's nothing special here. Just want to make sure, I think playing this cautiously, considering I have no idea what's going on, seemed to be the logical thing instead of just blindly.
Running.
Especially how my shooting ability went earlier.
Yeah.
I decided that perhaps taking it slow before moving was a great plan.
Oh, wow. That's not unsettling.
What the?
It's Little John.
Little John.
Little John?
Yes, Jean-Jacques Gibson's personal navigator.
Oh, poor
Oh,
Little
dear.
John.
He got owned. He looks like a teddy bear.
Yeah, he does a little.
Let's look at Little John.
He's been melted.
Aww. Poor little dude. Shame.
Yeah.
I wasn't going on here.
Now the thing is, they told me that I was supposed to arm my blaster beforehand.
Yes.
So I was expecting to get attacked.
Yes.
Constantly.
Just grab his memory. Oh dear.
Okay.
Shit's going down.
Guess I'll move then.
Uh-oh.
Okay, it's another empty room.
Right.
The tension is, of course, now building. My palms are becoming sweaty. The music is intensifying.
Well, yeah. It's actually, I would have a much bigger sense of foreboding if there was different music. This music's just a little bit too upbeat.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
there's a figure on the floor.
Oh dear. What's his butt?
It's probably Jean-Jacques, I guess.
Let's look at the butt.
Look, body. Yep. He had his head twisted off.
He's not doing good. And the robot's
Just gonna puke up little nuts and bolts now. Jean, can you hear me, Jean?
Oops.
This, incidentally, is the first ever screenshot I ever saw of Snatcher, making me want to play it when I was like 10 years old.
I can imagine.
I was playing the Sonics and Ranger X when in 1993. Saw this,
Yeah.
I was like, ooh,
Hi.
ooh, this is more than I usually. Ah, look, it's almost turning into an adventure game now.
Hey.
I'm finding things.
You got a key now?
That's an old 20th century key.
Oh, jeez.
Because of course now, as
keys.
you know, in 2014, we're using those hollow keys.
No, everything's fingerprints now.
Yeah.
Fingerprints and retinal scans and
Voice analysis and DNA and
like
yeah. We don't own keys. I mean, you don't own a key to your house, do you?
no.
Yeah, of course not. This is the
Don't
future.
own multiple keys to my house.
Right. So it's a dead end.
Great.
So
So we have a dead body, a dead robot,
and
not much else.
yeah.
No snatchers. Are you gonna get snatched?
I could have been snatched already for all you know.
They snatched that guy pretty good.
Yeah, they snatched his head clean off his neck.
They didn't snatch it really.
I don't even know.
Retreat.
So now I'm here again.
Okay.
Okay. So, I've picked up a key. There's no motion. There's no sound. I've got his blaster.
Oh, nice.
But it is definitely Jean's.
Old type blaster.
Yeah, almost like you could call it
But
a gun.
An old type key, an old type blaster.
Of course, now I'm terrified that something awful is going to happen to me, and saving happened. Unfortunately, I didn't bother rotating my saves because this is an old game, and it didn't seem necessary.
Let's see
But
what happens.
Okay, so you know the old adage, if you can't go forward, might as well go back. Yeah, I tried. Maybe I've seen everything I needed to see.
Clearly not. I'm guessing.
I can still retreat. I can exit. But I can't exit. I have to find something in here. And it's the game itself is confused with itself at the moment. It's like, so where's the fucking Snatcher?
Well, that is a good question.
It is a fucking good question. I should have seen. Okay, so memory chip.
Aha.
I found a thing.
Well, what do you think? Can you get this memory chip out of there in one piece?
I will attempt it. Now retrieving memory chip. Memory chip retrieved.
Probably 128 kilobytes or something.
Well done, robot buddy.
Okay.
No, it's not even.
I'm gonna investigate. Jesus, confusion is kicking in right now. So, as far as I can tell, I have found everything in this place. We're the only ones in the area. I have found what was on the body. I have found there's only 2 items in this place. And
You found it.
except now I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. There's got to be something. I'm
Just mash everything.
because it was hard enough to get into this building. So it's been crushed flat. The blaster is flattened. There's no sounds. I can report my analysis results. That's a new thing. I'm afraid I can't analyze another navigators, even though it gave me the option.
Oh, well, that's just a kick in the nuts.
So, patience. Patience is beginning to wear thin on my behalf right now. I'm wondering if I can take his head or something. You know,
Just pop it in your inventory
just
right
pop it in
there.
my inventory right next to his blaster.
Just stick it on top of your robot
Moving
buddy.
ahead, nothing's
It's a dead end.
And this building is I can't even begin to believe that I've gotten stuck so quickly. But my adventure game logic of 20 years has failed me now because I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
So retreat. I've got the memory chip, and I tried to retreat before, and I hadn't got the memory chip yet. So I'm thinking maybe this is a good time to exit. Going home, we don't have the evidence we need yet. Fuck.